Okay, guys, and welcome back to a scenario where we see civilization start over on Pangea. If you enjoy the series, please like and subscribe. Really helps the channel out. We're very, very small. Well, just me, very, very small, but that doesn't really make any sense. Anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoy. And without any further ado, let's jump straight in. So far, this is what the world is looking like. It's not particularly big, although I think that I made the countries a little bit bigger than they should be, but it'll be fine. Yeah. So we will see, to mark off the start of this episode, a big explorationary campaign that will push up around this boggy area and in general just the south of what will become the South American continent. Oh crap, did that on the wrong layer. So they will manage to explore all the way up to here. And so this is a lot of land to be colonized. These guys will very quickly wrap around this bay. Oh, hang on, might want to turn that down. The blue team will quickly wrap around this bay, coming up to border the yellow team. Next up, we have the red team, who will just continue to expand up the peninsula and into modern-day Argentina. Next, we will see the yellow team do some colonizing over there, colonizing up to this lake, and then up to this lake, and then pushing down to continue their border with the blue team. They will then, oh no, Jesus Christ, no. They will then proceed to do this. That's not what I said, is it? Oh my bloody god. Okay, right. They will do that. Right. So, as we can see, there is a lot of land all the way up here that nobody actually lives in, but everyone knows is there. And this explorer group has gone very far out. So, well, some of their findings do manage to come back as they're like sending like groups of people back. A group gets a little lost and continues to wander around this bay region, eventually discovering. No, they do not discover the entire continent, for God's sake. Discovering that region and eventually colonizing and settling it, as they have gotten very lost from the country that they came from. Okay, no. How about if I just like really yeah, there you go. No, too high. Hang on, let me draw them up first. So they will get these lands. I don't know why it was so difficult. Along with quite a bit of this region. And being mainly right, I forgot to set that all the way back up now. And being mainly explorers will continue to explore the region around them, not being able to find a way back. So like some of this territory will almost be like de-explored down here in the south. Not like it became unexplored. It's more like it wasn't actually ever explored. I just kind of drew it in there because it also kind of was. I know it doesn't really make any sense. Yeah, so they will like unexplore all the way up to here. Oh my god. So, this orange team is now cut off. They will need a capital city, which I will pop down for you right now. So their capital, oh Jesus Christ. Their capital will be put on this tiny little peninsula, and that will be their capital city. Okay, up next, let's see. Okay, next up we'll see these countries over here start to also do a bit of exploration, and we'll manage to explore and connect up with the yellow team's exploration, as well as just slightly advancing the frontier over here. Oh, right, that's on the capitals layer. Yeah, so they will expand their knowledge a lot. So yeah, this will then lead to this African team doing a little bit of colonizing. African team? I don't know why they're just giving off African team vibes, but they do. They just give off African team, African team vibes. So yeah, they will only really expand around here, as there isn't really any need for them to expand, and they're kind of like anti-expansionist. They don't really want to colonize very much, as that was like kind of the reason they broke away, is that this country got too expansionist. Oh yeah, this country, they're going to be doing way too much expansion for their own good again. So they're going to expand all the way from here. They're just going to go as far out this way as possible, just to annoy the thingy bobs. Thingy bobs? This green country. I can't brain. And they will take all of this land. I don't know where this actually will end up being. Because like, that's quite obviously Russia. That's India there. That's like Malaysia. That's like Sumatra and Java joined together or something like that. That's the Americas. Like, you can like, that's Mexico and then yeah, and like that's Scandinavia all the way up there. Jesus Christ, Europe is miles off. Oh, that one to be like Britain, but just not there yet. Oh no, that's Britain. Okay, I see that now because that's the channel. So that must be Ireland. Anyway, focus, Caleb. Focus. So they will be taking a whole bunch of land again, and once again they will be pretty damn unstable. So yeah. Next up, we'll be seeing I don't know actually, what should we see? What should happen? Let's find out. The yellow team will continue to do some expansion into these swamps. And up next we will see the orange team try to look for everyone. But they got completely disorientated, and obviously there's no like compasses or anything, so they can't tell which way they were going. So they're just gonna like, oh no, they do not. They kind of explore out the wrong way. So they just keep like hugging this bay. And they explore a lot of land, but none of it is actually the place that they wanted to go. And then the orange team will start to expand all the way around this coast again. Okay, sorry, was that all paused? Like, did I do that all paused? Well, okay, we got some explaining to do. Also, that's on the wrong layer. Um, so the red, no. So we saw the establishment of like a trade route system, and yeah, there. So yeah, and a trade route was about to be attempted between here and here, right? And this dude gets blown off course, and he ends up in Sri Lanka. I mean, if you didn't, if I didn't tell you about the Orange Team country, this was a group of explorers from the Red Team that got a little lost, and they've now started to expand around this area. And yeah, so we're about to give the what do you call it a capital. And also, you know what else we're about to do? So we're about to get rid of this random trade route symbol because I drew it on the wrong layer. But yeah, that's the trade route that they were trying to form, and it just didn't work. So we're going to select trade routes now, and then we're going to put the trade route. Okay, what on earth is going on? This layer is below it. Oh, for frick's sake, I drew it on the layer above it. So on this layer, we will be erasing this trade route from this other layer. So okay, so as we can see, this trade route has been re-established. And what? Oh crap, I just drew it onto that layer. Look guys, this is a nightmare, okay? Just, yeah, that was crap. But anyway, they do establish that trade route. And the brown team declares to the world, yeah, we're a country. Please come migrate to us. And so a trade route is started from here to here, and then back to here, that links all the way up to here. So there is some nice trade routes going on, and they will get a capital popped down. So their capital city will be established up here in like in between these two trade routes. I also need to merge that with a layer below. In between like these two trade routes. Yeah. So next we'll see the creation of another new layer, which will be the major cities layer. So let me just sprinkle in some major cities and then I'll show you about that. Okay, so this is what I came up with for our current major cities layer. Maybe actually we get one for the Indians as well. The Indians? Not yet, not yet. And yeah. So next up we're gonna see the brown Sri Lankan team. They will explore. No, that's because I'm meant to be on that layer. They will explore the southern tip of India and decide to form a colony there. Sorry guys, this is not going very well. Yeah, and they will set up a colony in South India. We'll start to move around this region where the Bay of Biscay is. Not the Bay of Biscay, the Bay of Bengal. Okay, I can just like colour that all in. I'm not going to, but I could. So yeah, they will get all the territory up to like here and around this Bay of Bengal region. So yeah, things are going pretty swell for the brown team. So the orange team will then continue their exploration and expansion around this bay. getting all the way over to like here with their exploration. Sorry, forgot to turn that back down. And in general, the like frontiers will just be expanded a bit. In general, just across the world. And yeah, the orange team will then start to push out into like this region, particularly this region. While making some small expansion down here. They will also start to continue to expand along this coast, and they are really overstretching their resources, but they're trying to find their way home. But in the end, we'll see that a group that believes that they're just not going to get home will break away over here. Nope, that's not what I said, is it? How about if I just set it down to 1? Nope. How about... hang on, I'll be back in a second. Right, there we go. That took a while. They will rebel up here in the north and will start to push further into the south. The orange team will do a little bit of fighting. Oh crap. And we'll start to fight them back. Starting to just kind of floor them. And so let's do... Right. So they will then continue along this coast. Just pushing back. And then a rebellion clan will form up down here. No. Yeah, that car. Maybe a little bit more orange. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah. But then another rebellion group will form down here. Literally just completely cutting them off from their troops up there. This will then lead to that area basically just getting split in occupation by this rebellion group and this rebellion group, and we will see a peace treaty be discussed. So these are the borders that I came up with for this rebellion, and this will be like the first proper armed conflict, other than like, I think this rebellion might have been fought. No, it wasn't, because it was a whole bunch of sailors getting kicked out. So yeah. Let me just plop down some capitals for all of these countries. So I will put their capitals there and there respectively. Let's see. Okay, but I think that will have to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. We saw 2 new countries, a bit of expansion from this whole country. Some more conflict between these dudes, and the implementation of 2 new layers. You'll note that the trade routes kind of caused some of these major cities to happen. I don't actually have any trade routes to that island, except that island was supposed to be like a hub. Not that kind of hub. Just a hub. But yeah, so maybe they'll have like a trade here, maybe like this country wants to do trade. Like this will be trading. So yeah, that will have to do it for today's video, guys. Yeah, if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Oh, and maybe we see some trade going on between these countries now. Maybe even see this major city and this major city doing some trade. But most of the trade routes over here would be land-based, so maybe we see some trade going straight through all three, and then coming all the way out to here and back around. So yeah, that will have to do it for today's video, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I'll probably hate living in one of these three countries because it'd just be so terrifying to like lose everything that exists and just not know where it is. But yeah, that will have to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, again, please like and subscribe. Goodbye. Nope, that's the wrong button. Goodbye.